Right, back in my room 7 at the Cremon ward, they've been messing with my Valium that helps uncorrupt my brain system and I can speak clearly, and where I got the test score of 127 the other night on an American test, and they are overrunning doctor's orders. The computer system is telling them I've had Valium when I haven't, and I'm on 5 in the morning, 5 at lunchtime and 10 at dinner time. I should be on 10, 10 and 10. I'm written up for 10 PRN, but I can never ever have that, right? Paul said he'd be my nurse and look after me, and he's not. I'm going to have to stay in here because I nearly went to jail because the social worker was supposed to organise my bail from the backpackers, and they had me in the back of the car ready to take me to jail for the weekend because I can't see a magistrate, and that's why they want me to come back after 5 o'clock yesterday, most probably, and they, oh God, brain system work. It was working fine the other day. I embarrassed the top psychiatrist. I had the social worker kicked out because he's a liar. I had the nurse kicked out because she's a liar and abuser. 80% of nursing staff in mental health across Australia abuse people. Social workers don't do their job. They won't cook anything for me, they won't do anything. I'm not even allowed to vote. I haven't been allowed to vote for 20 years. I can't, crisis payments for males, can't get them because you ain't got tits. You've got to go through all this shit. If you're a woman, go in and say, I got bashed, you got a black eye or something like that, you got your friend give you a black eye, you get $1,000 straight like that. A male, get $417. Okay, I got it, and it's just a joke. So, I'll upload more when I've got more. But please, people, spread this around the world, okay? People are being abused. Now, biggest thing abuse is, right, people in a mental health ward should be allowed to smoke in an open area. It is disability discrimination for them not to be allowed to smoke because it is proven that smoking calms the nerves, calms people down and doesn't stress people out. I mean, when people go into jail, they go crazy over not smoking. Imagine being drugged off the hilt because when you were younger you were abused, so you went to a different place in your head, you created a different place. And that is a lot of what's happening in Australia to people in mental institutions, and psychiatrists and doctors are handing out antipsychotics instead of helping people, right? They need to fix the problem, not cover the symptoms up with expensive medication from pharmaceutical companies who pay 70% of the re-election fees for the government, okay? Minister Hunt wouldn't even know if his own dick was on fire, okay? He wants $100 million to start up something to stop doctor shopping. It's already there, been there for 20 years. It's called the PBS. And I know because I've lost scripts for Pandine Forte, and they've gone, oh, we'll have to cancel that. It goes straight in as soon as they do it. So this is a joke. I'm abused in here. They had me on Valium good for a few days. I don't have any problems. And I embarrass people. I get an IQ test of 127 on an American site. Your average Australian's IQ is between 90 and 100. An intelligent person, a doctor, a lawyer, a judge, is 110. Okay, mine was 127, peaking out after a friend had died and having a real bad day with all my stolen stuff. So imagine if the doctor's there, and I agreed to go on olanzapine that I've tried for a couple of years before, doesn't work, doctor's too lazy, get off his fucking ass and read the paperwork that it doesn't work, and it was stopped, okay? And then they sneak in sodium valproate. Sodium valproate, it comes from Epilim for epilepsy, and what it does is it reduces the adrenaline level, right? Because the epileptic fit, like that, is caused from withdrawal from adrenaline, okay? And that's what the sodium valproate does. It withdraws the adrenaline, so they say it doesn't mood, because moods come from adrenaline up and down, because adrenaline Yeah, and that's why people on speed they freak out because their adrenaline's going up and down like that, right? Well, actually, to tell you the truth, it's because they're using MSM as cut, and they're not cutting it properly because you're supposed to put it in an oven and bake off all the bad stuff and then use it, okay? But they're just getting it straight out of the packet and cutting it. Right, this is what's causing the psychosis, is not, and they also all go methamphetamine bullshit. Okay, to get methamphetamine, you put the amphetamine into a heater, right? Say a dope. Damn, I need Valium to get these words out right. A dope vaporizer, right? Put it in there, bit of meth in there, and it evaporates and it goes all around the glass. You lower the degrees to about 46, 47 degrees, right? And it evaporates and collects all around the top of the glass dome, right? And then you scrape it out. That is methamphetamine because it's got methanol in it, right? The meth out of methanol, which is avgas also for race cars, right? 90% of the stuff in Australia is not methamphetamine, which I have been accused of using for the last 15 years by psychiatrists. They all write down I'm an abuser, but I'm not going to get naked. But that there, you'll see a cut. I sliced my arm open when my second child was murdered. She was 4 months pregnant, her mum drove her to the abortion clinic, they lied, and aborted my ship while I was at work. Okay, none of my tests have tested up positive for amphetamine, and I proved to Paul last night, I sculled a small can of Jack Daniels, cost me $9.50 at Liquorland yesterday, sculled it, because instead of going and getting violent, and putting in jail like the pigs want me to be, again, corrupt pigs, they're all corrupt, biggest criminal organisation in Australia. Sculled it, came back here, asked for Valium, he said, well no, you told me you've had a drink. I said, put me on breathalyzer then, so I went on breathalyzer, I blew 0. But, can I outsmart a breathalyzer as well? Am I that intelligent? If I am, why am I in the loony bin? Because I'm in pain. Because I can't cry. I actually passed out on the floor this morning from pain, and I have never ever passed out from pain. The sodium Velprate that they gave me drained all my adrenaline, so I had no adrenaline left to kick. The migraine was that bad I woke up with. I got refused medication, I got refused a coffee, I got refused everything. Mental abuse. All in Australia. God, I love Australia. And the worst thing is, I was in Glenside. Now, Glenside is for, supposed to be the head for post-traumatic stress disorder, right? For all of our heroes, our real heroes, the Defence Force. And I was mistreated. I had the broken back there, and I'm walking around and all that. No, you don't have a broken back, you're walking. They'll give me 8 Pantene Forte. But the thing is, a woman who weighs 45 kilos, 8 Pantene Forte a day. Man who weighs 120 kilos or even 90, 8 Pantene Forte a day. I'm sorry, these people can't do math, they don't know how to do chemistry, and I call the flat welders, because they read it out of a book, they pass a test, and they believe it's true. I've lived it, I've done it, I've seen it, I've proved it. They haven't, but yet still, yeah, I got blackmailed. I was going to leave, but they'd only give me a script for Pantene Forte, right, and not for Valium, which means I wouldn't have been able to fight the court case, because I'm taking on cops who illegally pulled me over, because it's illegal in South Australia to be pulled over for a random breath test or random licence check. That is illegal, and anything after it is not admissible in court, as proven in the Supreme Court case of the police, whatever they call themselves here in South Australia, versus Tollefson in the Supreme Court of Australia of 2018. Don't know the month and date, and unfortunately someone can't get that for me. Thank you.